So yeah, this is, look at the first thing that happens. This is gone. I'm here, I'm chocolate, I'm cacao, you're gonna feel me, I'm here, I'm stuffy, I'm here. Hi everyone, CeeChronicles here. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're joining this channel for the first time, we do a lot of fragrance reviews, but I do throw in some lifestyle content in form of vlogs, fashion content and that sort of thing. So if that sounds like something you may be interested in, please do not leave without subscribing. I'd appreciate you becoming part of this family. To those who are returning, thank you so much guys for always supporting this channel. I appreciate you as always. Do give me a follow on Instagram. I go by the name CeeChronicles there. Now this is a follow-up video to this perfume Maharjan silver. I did promise that I was going to try and get my hands on the gold one. So if you followed this, if you watched this review, you would know that I did actually have a little rant, you know, where I said they had stuck a sample of the same fragrance, which was Maharjan silver, you know, and they don't take returns, but I managed to contact the store and they swapped the sample for the gold one. Now I liked the gold so much that I purchased a full bottle, and in this case they asked me, do you want us to swap the sample to a silver one? And I said no, absolutely not. I will definitely take the sample as well. So I now have two samples of Maharjan gold and a full size perfume bottle of Maharjan gold. Now we are going to unbox this together, and let me say, disclaimer, I am not being sponsored by Lattafa. I had a subscriber in the comment section asking if I'm being sponsored by Lattafa. No, I'm not being sponsored by Lattafa. I just happen to get my to bring a lot of Lattafas on this channel, but I'm not being sponsored by Lattafa. I will also do a Q&A or an assumptions tag, and then you can ask all the questions you want to ask, because I found that interesting, you know, for somebody to think maybe I'm actually being funded to speak about these perfumes. No, I'm not. So yeah, this is look at the first thing that happens. This is gone. So it is what it is. Let's just try and do it this way. So this is Maharjan gold. It's gonna show you like this. Maharjan gold by Lattafa looks like this. Obviously there's the usual pamphlet and the bottle sits like that, and I'm going to take it out and we're going to give it a test run. Now I have been testing this fragrance for a while now, because first of all, when the sample came, I couldn't believe it. I just loved the sample. The bottle is very huge. It doesn't feel comfortable in a lady's hand, but it is what it is. So let's just spray it here. So this is not first impressions, but I'm going to spray it here. Okay, now the notes on this fragrance are listed as lavender and pepper at the top. I do get a little bit of some pepper there, not so much the lavender. It's coming across as a very soft kind of floral at the top there, and then the mid has got the incense, it's got tuberose, and it's got some jasmine. So yes, I can also smell something that feels just slightly green there, which could be jasmine weighing in there. So the top is going to be a bit peppery, a bit just slightly floral, but I start to feel a lot of caramel, which is listed in the base. There's caramel, there's cedarwood, there's amber, and there's cashmere, and I start to feel a lot of that almost immediately after the perfume just, you know, dries on the skin. It does have incense listed as a note, but I would say don't worry about this if it's something that bothers you. So what I get here is a whole lot of caramel. This is going to be your candy sweetened scent, and the more reason why I don't like this bottle, because this bottle, you know, screams like a masculine kind of intimidating kind of appearance, but this is, it's not as much a softie as the silver one. They share absolutely nothing in common. I wouldn't say this is an extension of the silver one or there's a correlation between the two. No, the gold one is completely disassociated from the silver one. This is a very creamy, candied, soft, buttery, almost lactonic scent, and it does have wafts of what feels like a bit of some powderiness there. So I guess I would attribute that to either the incense, or something there is coming across as powdery, but I get a body hugging, really sweet, soft, not overly sweet, but it's a sweetened scent, you know, like how how sweet like candy would feel, you know, by Ariana. The fact that it's sweet like candy and smells like candy, that sort of thing. I am not saying this is a dupe of that. I'm just saying I get a lot of sweetness here, almost like a candy floss kind of sweet. So yeah, the lavender is okay, supposedly there, but it's very soft, and this does not feel like your typical Lattafa. At this point, I would have felt much better with a sample of the silver one and a full bottle of this, because I can see ladies claiming this because it has that your caramel, that buttery caramel that is in your face, a bit chocolatey, so sweet. You know, that kind of feel. I enjoy this more on the clothes. If I want it on the skin, it is like an intimate scent where it's very it stays very close to the skin. So yeah, I mean, forget about the florals. That's what I would say. Forget about the incense in here. Maybe a little bit of some tuberose that you get there, pushing it, but the tuberose also muffled by that forward sweetness, the forward caramel, and a pleasant surprise from Lattafa, because this does not feel at all like what I was expecting from them. No oud at all. So if you don't like oud, you're probably going to like this, but I have to, you know, emphasize that it is your candy soft, sweet, caramelized, buttery scent. I do get the cashmere in the dry down. It embodies like a soft, sensual, warm, kind of fuzzy sweater feel thing that you get there during the entire wear. Like, it's this whole feel starts, I would say, as soon as the fragrance dries on your skin, you immediately get this you know, this like cashmerean feel that complements that caramel. So a lot of butteriness going on here, and something that's going to be sweet and liked by most ladies, although I do see men liking it. I do have Nebraska Gold, and I wore them side by side because there is a little bit of something there that kind of reminds me of Nebraska Gold. But I wouldn't say this is redundant if you had Nebraska Gold, because Nebraska Gold to my nose is I'm here, I'm chocolate, I'm cacao, you're gonna feel me, I'm here, I'm stuffy, I'm here. This, on the other hand, you know, feels like a toned down version. I'm not gonna say this is a flanker too, but I'm saying there is something in here that kind of gives me that Nebraska Gold feel, although I cannot say this is like maybe like the predecessor to Nebraska Gold, but you are going to have wafts of what I'm talking about if you own a Nebraska Gold. The minute you put your nose on that, you're going to feel it. But to me, it comes across as a more wearable, more every occasion kind of scent, as opposed to Nebraska Gold, where I feel Nebraska Gold is a bit more on the wintry side. I feel Nebraska Gold is one that shines in the cold, you know, that sort of thing, because sometimes it can get a little bit stuffy. The sweetness in there is like in your face, non-relenting, whereas this one just has like that warm, that fuzzy feel there. This is a definite keeper for me. I asked my daughter to test it, and she said to me, oh yeah, it's nice, but it's too sugary and it's something that I'll probably get tired of. That's exactly what she said. And yes, I can see maybe people getting tired of this, or the user getting tired of this, but I feel this is one scent profile that I prefer just having in my collection. As to what it's duping, I have my suspicions, but I don't want to throw you guys off. I am waiting on a tester, and I'm going to try and compare this one side by side with the tester as soon as I get it in the mail, and then see if my hunch is correct. But I don't want to mislead anybody. All I can say is, if you love your scents creamy, the buttery kind of scents, yes, it does have a little bit of some unisex appeal there. Men can wear it, but it leans 80, if not 70, if not 80% feminine, at least to my nose. And it is overall something that feels like nothing that Lattafa has ever done out there, except for the fact that I do get what feels a little bit like Nebraska Gold in there. So that's it for Maharjan Gold. I hope you guys found this useful. If you are if you haven't watched the review where I did the Maharjan Silver, please do head over to that video. I will link it in the description, where you can just, you know, go there for ease of reference, and you can watch my review on Maharjan Silver. But otherwise, today we were talking about this one. It doesn't have a massive sillage because of that soft feel and fuzzy feel to it, but I get about 4 to 5 hours in performance, and it is a fragrance that with time you get a nose make to it. It kind of disappears on you, and then all all of a sudden you can smell it and that sort of thing. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Let me know if you own this or if it's now in your country and what you think about it. Personally, I love it. I would give it a 9 out of 10 based on just what, you know, the scent profile. Turn on post notifications if you haven't. That way you will be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this video. And remember, guys, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.